We back, man, y'all. And this Floyd Mayweather update is crazy, man. Let's get right into it.
For a man whose nickname is Money, Mayweather certainly has a lot of money problems.
I didn't even think this was possible, but things just continue to get worse for Floyd Mayweather. He's actually now facing felony charges over an alleged theft and $200K.
That's crazy.
Check fraud. 200K was normally light stuff to Floyd Mayweather, that's something they would throw in a strip club. But now he's facing 2 felony charges in Las Vegas over allegations that he wrote a bad check to purchase a watch from a luxury resale store. The felony charges come as Mayweather faces other legal battles. He was sued in New York over an alleged failure to pay rent in his Manhattan apartment earlier this year, and he was in financial disputes with multiple jewelers and also filed a lawsuit in New York against his former business manager, alleging a years-long fraud scheme. Do you not think it is completely wild that Floyd Mayweather said, I've spent 175 million and there's a jet that is missing that I do not have? What kind of conversations and mess has this guy got himself into? And with this new situation of him actually being charged for an offense of a failed check, it's another situation we see where Floyd just thinks he's above certain people. A lot of these businesses are jewelry shops that rely on that massive sale. They never think Floyd would rip him off. It's deeper than people think, and they think this guy is a billionaire and going to pay it, and it is a little bit of a scam, and Floyd's been involved in so many shady dealings now. And it's a lot more serious because these are 2 actual felony charges: theft, value of 100,000 or greater, draw or pass check without intent to defraud. The complaint says Mayweather allegedly just wrote a check for 200K in a high-end Vegas boutique for a watch and had insufficient money, property or credit in the account to pay it in full. The complainant actually alleges Mayweather did this knowingly and without lawful authority. Mayweather didn't turn up to court to defend himself and was represented by his lawyers. If found guilty, he can get a fraud charge. He could face 1 to 4 years in prison. It's highly unlikely, of course, and a 5K fine. But I will say, when you go around just ripping people off and keep getting into situations like this, now look at what Floyd's doing. He's saying people have ripped him off. What goes around comes around when Floyd keeps doing situations like this. This is not the first jewelry shop to accuse him of stuff like this.
Who claims unpaid debts for several pieces of jewelry, with the transactions dating back to late June 2021. Leonard Sewell, the owner of Lenzo & Co., initiated a lawsuit in Miami federal court on August 23rd, citing violations under the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. The lawsuit lists charges of fraud, civil conspiracy, breach of contract, civil theft, and other related offenses. According to Sewell, he sold several luxury items, including an Audemars Piguet watch, 2 Richard Mille watches, a Patek Philippe watch, and a rose gold Rolex Presidential Day date. Additionally, the deal included a diamond ring and a necklace. However, Sewell claims he has yet to receive full and fair payment for the...
Or is it just a situation where Floyd isn't in control of his own money, so he doesn't even know if he's got enough to spend it? That's why these checks are bouncing.
One of the Jewish world's most unexpected alliances is taking a major hit, and I'm not talking about in the boxing ring. Floyd Mayweather, the boxing legend and Israel ally, is now suing the very man that many people say brought him into the Jewish world in the first place, his former friend and manager, Jonah Rechnitz. Yeah, Mayweather is suing Rechnitz for $175 million, accusing his former manager of fraud in a...
And Mayweather, so I already know, dude ain't got the money, so you was not getting the money. $175 million? No.
A lawsuit that follows jets, jewelry, and private financing. One of the really interesting parts of this lawsuit is actually the jewelry. Mayweather is accusing or alleging that Rechnitz used about $100 million of his jewelry to put down collateral on a $13 million loan without Mayweather knowing. Rechnitz says that is not true, and he actually has the text to prove that Mayweather did know about this and did approve it. But for a man whose nickname is Money, Mayweather certainly has a lot of money problems.
And the people that Mayweather is suing, it could horribly backfire because they're claiming they got proof to say it's all fake, but also they're going to expose him as well. They say Mayweather's lawsuit and his claims against us are utterly baseless and refuted by substantial documentary evidence, including Mr. Mayweather's own correspondence. Our clients intend to vigorously defend against these claims and confident that once all the facts are presented in court, not only will Mayweather and our clients be vindicated, but Mr. Mayweather's gambling issues, prolific spending habits, and monies owed to third-party creditors and the IRS and tax, as well as other unseemly behavior, will be exposed. We believe that Mr. Mayweather will be paying significant damages to our clients, the attorney representing the defendant said in the statement. The people Floyd Mayweather is blaming for wasting lots of his money that he's trying to sue are basically saying you better win. They're playing mind games with the press right now by suggesting that he's going to be exposed so much when they try and defend himself on his spending. And they're also saying you're going to get a lawsuit straight back when you don't win it. Basically, Floyd Mayweather, although he's had all these crazy spending habits, is saying, look, I'm not the one that lost this money. Everyone around me that dealt with it are the ones. My finance manager in my personal life, my boxing promoters and managers, all these lot have lost the money. They need to pay me back.
This is not the only financial troubles that Mayweather is dealing with right now. In fact, he's also filed a $340 million lawsuit against Showtime and his former manager, Al Heyman, accusing them of a different fraud scheme. And the IRS filed a $7.3 million tax claim against Mayweather for unpaid taxes in 2018 and 2023. Now, a big question for Israelis and Jews in the diaspora is exactly how these money woes could impact his relationship with Israel. Now, Recknitz has said that he's actually the one that pushed Mayweather to stand out and support Israel, especially following October 7th. And Mayweather has been one of the most public, vocal, and financially influential celebrities supporting the Jewish state. He's come here multiple times since October 7th and has even been publicly involved and financially involved with major organizations like United Hatzalah and Magen David Adom. So now, as he deals with some of these money problems, a big question is if he'll continue to put his money in the Jewish state or if he's going to take this battle elsewhere, as he has to shift his focus outside of Israel and into some of these legal battles that he's choosing to fight.
How great Floyd Mayweather was at boxing, he deserves to be very rich, but he's talked openly like he's an expert on finances and said that he made great investments and he's confident in that. So what really leg does he have to stand on? We know he can't read. We spoke about that before, him signing contracts and stuff. But when this guy goes to court, the digital footprint he has doesn't really add up when he says he trusts everyone around him and they've made smart investments. He's pretty much said that he's signed off on all of them.
You just wrote a check for 18 million. People do that. One, I'm surprised you have checks.
Actually, and this is the truth, I'm not lying. Those are quick little temporary checks. I told him give me 12, because if anybody know about business, you don't keep that type of money in just regular account. So I had to wire the money from somewhere.
Okay.
So I wired the money to the account, and when I wired it to the account, I went straight to the bank. I go to the bank myself to make sure shit get done. Because the thing is this, I can't make all the money unless somebody else do all the dictating and do all the controlling.
Floyd Mayweather has...
This dude done made all the money, don't even know where the jet at. Where's the jet, bro? How do you lose a jet? Come on, man.
Said there that he cannot let someone control the money, how hard he's had to work for it, and now he's suing someone that controlled his money. So which one is it? And this was a very recent interview as well involved in that timeline. And obviously across the years we know that Mayweather's always had money issues, not because of what he's earned, it's because tax is something he's never left aside for Uncle Sam at the end of each year, and he's always doing it late.
My tax attorney said, this is what we need. At first he had told me he needed, I thought it was 17, like 9995, something like that. A day later, it said 18, over 18. I'm like, give it to him. Gave it to him. And then after that, I said, shit, because I wired like over like 20 something in.
Right, make sure you had it.
Yeah, wired that in, paid the 18.
I don't really care how much you make, bro. I feel like writing an $18 million check has to feel some sort of way, though.
That's crazy.
I didn't want to do it. Of course, I'm like, who wants to give up basically 20 million?
You wrote 18,180,000,000.00. Like, bro, that's crazy.
You know, I got huge deals on the table, so I'm always making shit shake.
What's the biggest thing you got working right now?
I can show y'all this. Come here. So come here. So
Dude, what is it?
let me keep this low, okay? So right here.
That's crazy.
I just keep stuff on the low.
Yeah, my math don't work like that. My man.
So now, when we gonna cut it and get straight to it?
We definitely can't get to that. We gotta get that out of there.
That's a lot of commas.
Mayweather is showing off the big tax bill he paid, but across his career we thought he made $1 billion. He should have been doing this year in, year out. Why was this a one-off occurrence? And it's been suggested that he still has ongoing problems with the IRS. Now, it seems like a big situation for him in this interview, but this guy was making multi-millions every year. This should have been a regular occurrence that he was normal to. When you get to his level, it's harder to track. So what you need to do is clear your tax and then start spending. But how Mayweather is, he takes advances on his fight and he also just spends his money before it's even been paid into tax. And he sees if he can pay his tax bill later with what's left, which he shouldn't be doing at his level because things can get messy. So it's so obvious for everyone to see that his plan to get out of this mess is the 3 fights he has coming up. He has an exhibition on the weekend, then he has the whole Mike Tyson and Manny Pacquiao fights that are coming up. But DJ Academics recently said he believes
and they saying now that he ain't fighting Mike Tyson and he ain't fighting Pacquiao and he done ran off with these people money and the feds gonna be looking for him in a minute.
FBI, open up!
Yeah, you can't just run off with people money and then be trying to decide who you gonna fight and who you not gonna fight. Man, this is crazy.
even once he gets this bag of money again, it's gonna be a matter of time before he's in the same situation.
So at least we get like a kind of a breakdown
on
what's been going on with Floyd's finances. It's kind of grim. He has a lot of assets. He uses them as collateral to get loans to keep buying more stuff, whether it's chains, cars, jets. And he's at the point where he needs to make a big lump sum of money quickly, and he has to try to get back in the ring because what he needs right now is a smooth $50 million. How could he get the $50 million? He has to go fight a Pacquiao fight or a Tyson fight that does it. Now, if he gets out the hole, he has to make sure he doesn't get back in the hole, but apparently his way of life and how he spends and how he doesn't like to downsize and all of the bills that he's going to continually have, he's going to be back in the same position again, which is mind-boggling if you ask me.
Mayweather is actually doing something way worse than people think, because something that is worth more than money is your legacy. And Mayweather essentially now is putting that on the line. The fight with Manny Pacquiao, even though he's approaching his 50s now, is not an exhibition. He is putting his undefeated record on the line because of the lifestyle he lives. And to make matters worse, if he does fight Mike Tyson, we see that he looked old against Jake Paul, but also he's going to let Mike Tyson weigh whatever he wants, and there's another chance there that he could lose that fight because weight obviously plays a massive factor. Mayweather will try and dance around the ring, but this is what Mike Tyson said.
That's something I signed for already. It's already going down. It's going to be going down in Africa.
Is it still happening on April 25th?
I believe so.
Okay. What weight will it be at?
It's just free fighting, catch weight, everything.
Okay. How many rounds?
8, I believe. It's going to be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to it, yes. It's going to be in the same ring that Muhammad Ali and George Foreman was in.
The exact same? They kept it?
Yeah. Yes.
Holy smokes, from like 1974, right?
Yes, yes.
None of us are ever really going to relate to some of the stuff that Floyd's done. Like, he spent $1.1 million to take 34 people to the Super Bowl with him. You see this guy with like 10 different strippers waiting to dance with him. The lifestyle he lived is crazy. And I could make a whole documentary video about him and women. When I was doing research for this video, not really something I'm going to get into, it's not relevant, but I believe this guy has wasted so much money.
You know what Bob gonna do with the Bob do?
Bop it!
They all look like they stink.
On women. This guy sets up businesses for random people. This guy splashes money like it's never ending. And if you don't have control over that, you may just think it's an endless money pot.
You know, people only talk about winners. I'm a winner, so continue to talk. Throw it in the Floyd bag. That bag. This is my football.
An argument I constantly see people make is Floyd's broke and another person's broke is different. And that is very true. But don't think it's all sunshine and rainbows being on the other side of that, because Floyd Mayweather has a bunch of different issues that are going to keep arising that he cannot keep tabs on. This image sums it up differently. He's got bills coming out of nowhere. He's got charges coming out of everywhere. He doesn't know where his money is. Sometimes being the billionaire that has all the issues is even more draining than having nothing.
When you see the headlines with Floyd right now, about the money issues coming back, like, what do you think about stuff like that? What's your thoughts on that? Nah, you know, I try not to get in too much that kind of stuff because, right, people could talk about, oh, Floyd broke and Floyd this. Man, even if, let's just say, coincidentally, Floyd broke. Floyd broke ain't like everybody else broke, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Floyd broke is a different type of broke. Like, Floyd broke is our super rich at the end of the day. So, now to see him come back fighting, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe you know what I think my thing is with Floyd? I know him. So, like, me knowing him, I know that he just loved boxing too much. He kind of like, he not even probably even gonna ever say it that, like, what it is. But, like, me talking to him, like, I done sat on the phone with Floyd for hours. And in conversation, I just realized, like, yo, this dude is just, he, like, in love with boxing. Like, he's obsessed with boxing. So, like, he probably just can't hang the gloves up. Like, he can't let it go.
He never really did.
He can't let it go.
If I'm Floyd Mayweather right now, the first thing I'm doing is all 3 fights. I'm going to do the first 1 or 2 and make sure I pay back all my debts, put everything right for karma's sake, get on top of every single issue, every single property, sell a few things.
That's what he need to do. But he be in jail.
To live below your means, then do the super Manny Pacquiao fight, and this time have a go at yourself and actually get people around you can trust and have a know-how of money, do some studying. I just don't understand someone that's 50-0 and so great comes across insecure and has to be so flashy constantly. This spending is ridiculous and it's going to catch up with you at some point when you think you're above paying back certain bills that double, triple, added court fees. Looking through the decision making he's had financially, I kind of understand how he's got here. For him, he has got a chance to get out of it, but he's going to have to fight and he's 50. And one of the things I keep going over in my head is Floyd Mayweather is not directly suing his former business advisor, Al Heyman. Rather, Mayweather is pursuing a lawsuit against Showtime and the former executive, Steven Espinosa, for allegedly facilitating fraud that allowed Al Heyman to divert at least $340 million of his earnings. But if Al Heyman was the one that diverted the earnings, why is he not suing him? This is a guy as well, Al Heyman, that apparently is in control of Gervonta Davis's money.
He had to have a conversation with Al Heyman. You want to buy Richard? Talk to Al Heyman. Al Heyman is the one who's going to send the money. So to see him in the situation where now you got to come from out of retirement, boy, oh boy. And I will say this, bro. Every dollar that I ever received from Gervonta Davis via a wire always came from Heyman Development.
On this channel, I think we need to do a deep dive into the mysterious Al Heyman. So look out for that video. That'll be coming very soon. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, man. I think Al Heyman been robbing them too, but we gonna get down to the bottom of all this. Y'all in the comment section, let me know what y'all think, man. I'm out.